sometimes they, if you have naysayers, you got to kind of get away from them, I think, in a way, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
We
True.
always, jokingly, I always say, does how many houses does that person own?
Right.
Oh, none. Oh, well,
Right.
Right.
You're right. Get advice from people that know more
No.
and
Yeah.
are. But
Yeah.
that's the other thing, though. I wouldn't be taking advice from people that have never invested,
Mm-hmm.
that are newbies, that think they know stuff because they've been to a class.
Mm-hmm.
No, you get advice and your education from people at Azreia that lead it, that or aware of whatever RIA you are, if you're
Yeah.
not from this area, that can help you because they've been there, done that, right? And the proof's in the pudding. Like, let's look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
True.
You know,
It is what it
you
is.
got to see, what they've done. That's who you're going to follow. That's who you should get advice from. They'll tell you where the roadblocks are and the pitfalls, right? Because there are some.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know?
For sure.
I mean, I had someone the other day, like
Tell us the pitfall.
their first deal, like I'm the hard money lender on it, and it hasn't worked out so well for them. But I'm fine. I'm in a great position because the way I lend, I always say, okay, well, would I pay that for it if I had to buy it for that? And yes, but then they put a lot of their own money into this deal, and they might lose a little bit.
Okay.
And I was like,
It's a lesson learned.
it's what we learn, guys, man. Like it's sometimes that happens, but I guarantee you probably will never make that same mistake again. It could be the cheapest, education you ever got.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did warn on certain things, and but it's my job's not to be your educator. I'm your lender.
Right.
But I do
Absolutely.
try to help them if I lend to them too. But you're right. I mean, kind of be careful with those people.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to dive into the
Yep.
creative stuff because we know
Yeah,
you're the
okay.
the pro. But I want to ask you for a pitfall. You said I think the word pitfall came up. So tell us a story that we'd all enjoy. Not that it happened, but your experience. You must have seen some cool stuff.
Pitfall,
Like when you're just like, man,
I'm trying to think of
maybe
someone
throwing
like
the towel or like, man, this business is over.
I bought this. Okay, I lived across when I got divorced. I told you I got divorced when I was young, and I lived across from this big, beautiful brick limestone building. It was a school in my town, and I found out that it was going to be up for sale,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up buying it with a partner of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought this big building. We were going to convert it to this really cool, trendy thing and all this stuff. Well, anyways, there was a roadblock at the city, and it was a woman. And the village manager was so ticked that I got it. She wanted it for the village. And she
You had already
blocked
bought it.
I already bought it.
Okay.
And we got a great deal on it. And she blocked every single thing. And it was so frustrating for me. And I was a young investor. And I invested with a guy that was a lot older and very experienced and had a lot more money than I did at the time. And it really stressed me out, a lot. It really, I look back and I'm thinking, God, man, I wish I was half the woman than I am now, I would have kicked her butt. I would have made that thing happen. I would have brought every attorney on it. No, I mean, I would have made it happen, but I was like, young and kind of scared. I would just say, get more advice if you run
Yeah.
across a roadblock. Almost every roadblock or pitfall, there's a way around it. You just have to stop for a minute and either get around it or decide to cut bait and get out.